Good morning. Hi guys, good morning. I feel bad, I gotta do everything down the other end now. Good morning, Marilyn. How are you? I'm so glad you're watching. What is today's date? You probably haven't gotten your transfer yet. How are you? Happy Friday. I hope everybody is well. I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes. Hi, Marilyn. Have you been super busy getting ready for your craft fair? You'll need to take pictures of everything. When is it? Have I ever asked you when it was? If I was in town, I would stop by. You need to let everybody know where you're gonna be. All right, let's see if I can grab you this way. I think I can. Yep, I can. Yeah, I don't think you've gotten your transfer yet, Marilyn, right? Because today's the 8th. Yeah, they might have shipped yesterday or today. Yeah. This is another good one. I'm so excited about this one. All right. It is the weekend. Yay. We're actually going to do something a little different today, too. Well, we've done this before, but I haven't done it in a while, so I'm pretty excited. I always like to try to do something different with this transfer. So I actually, when I planned this out last night in my head, I thought I had some 9x12 refills, and I was actually going to attach it to an Aiden board. And I didn't have any 9x12. I think I might have cut the ones up that I had and used them for something else and not what they were meant to be for. So we're just gonna use a bigger one and we'll put more embellishments on it, right? All right, I think I am good to go. Let me check one more thing. Try to do it that way. Yeah. So I promise you, every time I go on now, I'm like, Facebook's being really wonky. Well, Facebook's being really wonky with lives. Hi, Leslie. Thanks for watching. Heidi, good morning. How are you? So they kind of like boot us off our own profile now. So it's harder. So when they do that, obviously we can't see anything. But it's also hard to see comments. So I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why they do what they do. And they change it all the time. Like, you don't know until you're actually going live what the deal is going to be. So sometimes I have to do it from my personal profile. Sometimes most of the time I do it from my business profile. But regardless, they don't make it easy. So we're going to work with October's transfer, okay? Grateful. And I was just telling Marilyn, I'm not sure that you all have gotten it yet. You probably have not gotten it yet. because it doesn't go out usually until the 7th or 8th, or maybe even a few days later. So by now you have probably seen Corporate's take on this and the other two. Of course, I'm going to give you one or two. This is the one I'm going to do today, will be my first one. I do have plans. I'm actually going to be burning this onto some wood, so I'll do a video on that as well. And like I said, I really did plan on doing this, a smaller version, and then go ahead and put this on an 8-inch board, but I used my refill for something else. So that's not going to work today. So we will just do something totally different, okay? So what I want to do first, though, is I'm going to go ahead and paint this. Now, last year we did a lot of the Santa faces and joy. We did a lot of the holiday transfers on these banners, and I did a lot of RIT dyeing. So if you all are interested in how to dye these, just send me a message or put dye in the comments and I will send you my instructions. But I'm actually going to show you an easier way. The RIT dye, I mean, it's awesome. I actually make my own recipe. I use it as a base, but then I actually throw in some other things, and I'm much more successful at dyeing things when I add stuff. It's like baking a cake. I never follow a recipe. I always add something else, right? So I do that with my dyeing techniques too. But so for today, we're gonna paint this with our chalk paste, y'all. And we're gonna use the color Pesto, okay? So I'm gonna have to scroll to see comments. So if I don't, hey Roxanne, how are you? So if I don't catch your comments, you know me, I promise, I will get back to you. I'm showing you guys might still be there. Who knows? It's been a day. I know. I lost me too, Roxanne. Hi, Lisa. I can't even touch a button for fear that something's gonna happen. Yeah, I went poof too. But the weirdest thing, I didn't have to reset my phone. That's how weird this is. So it's like it wasn't even internet. Had to go to my phone to comment. Oh, had to go to my phone to comment. I know, it's crazy. I don't like what they're doing. Why can't we just keep it the way it was? All right, we're gonna paint, okay? I'm not sure where I lost you, how much you heard. I am only gonna do one side, okay? So this is our banner. This is our 12 by 18. I was looking for my 9 by 12. All right, so they come 1 to a pack. You have your rod, you have your leather strap. I am gonna be using these, okay? We're gonna add some stuff to make it a little sturdier. Like I said, I was going to finish this off and then add it to one of our chalkboards, our magnetic chalkboards, but because I didn't have the smaller size, I'm not gonna do that, but I'm gonna show you how you can embellish a banner and still be able to hang it, or you can't. So I'll show you how to hang it as is, but then when I take a picture later, I will add it to one of our magnetic chalkboards. I know a lot of you have those already. So if you want to stand it up on a chalkboard, you'll be able to do that too, okay? All right, so I am going to use our Pesto. I know, I hope you don't lose me anymore. I'm gonna add just a little bit of water. I don't wanna make it too light, but I am gonna spray the banner as well. Just a light mist. because that just makes it easier to spread it. This is definitely not going to be enough. All right, so everybody I know, design is included, have asked me for the link to the pillows with the colorful palms on them. So, are any of you gonna make that project? I have a funny feeling those pillows are gonna go out of stock. All right, so see, just really lightly. And then guys, we're gonna paint it, all right? So there is a front and a back side, not that it matters, especially for today because I'm gonna cover the top anyways. All right, so you can do it this way or you can dye, totally up to you. Doing it this way, you definitely have more of a distressed look. And really, depending on your strokes and how much paste you have on your brush is, and I'm not worrying about the top because I'm actually gonna cover it, is how dark it's gonna be, okay? So we're gonna do this first so we can let it dry. Actually, guys, you know what? I think I'm just gonna take it right out of the jar. So if you're looking to do any Christmas banners and you don't want to Rit dye them, this is such a great option. Now, I am using paste, so it's not permanent, but this is never going to get wet, so it doesn't matter to me that I'm using paste. You can use ink if you want, but I wouldn't waste the ink. If it's staying in the house and it's not getting wet, I wouldn't worry about it. I'm trying to keep it, I don't want to add too much water because I want to keep it a little dark. And the transfer that I'm using today is our Club Couture transfer. So you can only get this transfer if you are in the club, okay? And our club is, deliver soon. Yes. Hey Deb, how are you? You can only get our Club Couture transfer if you are in our club. And to be in the club is $19.99 per month. And what you get is a B-size transfer, like the transfer we're using tonight. You can tell when I usually go live. And you get 3 coordinating paste packets. You also get free shipping on that monthly subscription, so you're not charged for shipping. One of the great perks of being in the club is you will always get $4.95 shipping on any other order you place, regardless of the amount, okay? So it can be $20, it can be $200. Your shipping will always be $4.95 on all other orders. Also, we have so many incentives for club members. Sometimes it's 50% off frames. This month is a 25% off coupon. You know, they're always doing great, great things for our club members. And if you join under my club, I give additional steals and deals to my club members. We have an exclusive group page. I'm actually going to be adding some stuff in that over the weekend. So, it pays to be in the club. It's funny, I used to hear people say that all the time, and I'm like, what does that really mean? Like, it pays to be in the club, but I get it now. It's well worth it. Shipping alone, it's well worth it. And don't forget, if you join my Club Couture, I actually send you a gift just for joining. So that's a bonus too. So again, I prefer, if I'm gonna ever color these banners, to paste paint them versus Rit dye. Rit dye just, there's a lot to it. And I don't mind doing it if I'm doing bulk stuff, but if I just want like one or two things, I feel like it's like a little much. So again, I'm doing all different brush strokes throughout this, and that's just going to give me a different look when it's all done. And I'm using pesto, if you didn't catch that in the beginning. And I promise, if you have any questions and I'm not seeing them, I will definitely answer them, okay? Again, if you want any information on Club Couture, just put club in the comments and I will definitely get back to you, okay? So there's going to be some spots that are light, some spots that are a little darker, and I'm not worried too much about the top because I'm actually going to have that covered. And we're not doing the back side. You can. And I guess that would be the difference between doing this and a Rit dye. Rit dye, obviously, you're gonna, or any kind of dye, whatever dye you use. You know, it would do the front and the back, but this would be hanging on a wall or a door or something like that. So there's really no need to have the back done. If this is hanging on my wall, I think I would prefer a clean back anyways. Anybody got great plans for the weekend? That is soaking up a ton of, it is, but I have a lot of paste. And you know what, honestly, if you wet it more, it wouldn't. So it's like doing a big project, actually. If you wet this just a little bit more, the paste would go a lot further, but I prefer not to do that. And you can water this down even more. I'm not watering it down as much as I want because I want a darker look to it. But if you check my photos from last year, I did a couple of different variations of the Santa face on these banners. And some of them I did in black and some of them I did in red. And the red one, I watered down a lot and got a really, really pretty color that I loved. The black one, if you want black, you got to keep it a little thicker. So it's really up to you. But you're right, it does soak up some paste. And again, I'm not worried about, see how some pots are light? I'm okay with that. We'll definitely have a fall vibe to it. All right, so I'm gonna set this to dry. Do my little turkey, and then we'll come back and probably dry it a little. It can't be wet when you put your transfer down. So you want to make sure, you know, I'm going to speed up the process because we're watching live, but remember, if you're doing this, just to make sure that it's dry before you put the transfer down. Kind of looks lime green. Does it look lime green on your end? It looks like that on my end, but it's not. And pesto, you all know, is one of my favorite colors for the fall. Lisa, you haven't posted your pillow. Lisa did a one of the tree pillows. Hers came out awesome. She's gonna post it, right, Lisa? All right, make sure this is clean. All right, so I'm just gonna put this aside for a second while we work on something else, and then we'll come back to it. And like I said, we'll probably have to dry it a little bit. Deb, how are ya? All right. So I've got a little turkey we're gonna add. I'm not quite sure which, I'll probably do it this way. I am gonna do this shimmer orange. Normally I wouldn't do a turkey that color, but I really want it to stand out where I'm gonna put it. So yeah, let's use it. And anytime I get to use the Shimmer Paste, I do. And this I really only have to do one side because I know it's gonna, where it's gonna lay, and you'll never see the back side. So this has just a little shimmer. Well, it's got a lot of shimmer, but not like glitter. So can't get any easier than that, right? Super easy. It's a pretty color, right? You know everything's gonna match when we're done. All right, so we have the turkey, we have the banner. I might go ahead and cut up some ribbon now and give that another minute to dry. All right, Any questions so far? It's guys, I've like lost comments, so. Okay, now I have half comments. Guys. Alright, so again, this is our new this year, our Shimmer Pumpkin. It's really pretty, guys. It's super pretty. It's a really pretty color. I really don't think it's a pumpkin color. Alright, so Roxanne, I am using our Club Couture transfer, Grateful. So this is what you would get if you join, if you're in my club already, or if you join in the month of October, you'll get this transfer. And if you're new to watching, all our transfers are reusable. You can reuse them up to 15 times each. All you do is wash them with water. It is a pretty color. It's all going to come together, Marilyn. Yeah, when I think of pumpkin, I think more of like a paste color, and to me, this is orange. But it's a it's a beautiful color. All right. It is beautiful. Yeah, this is so weird. It's not. So it's letting me like scroll, but it doesn't, it's not like updating the comments, and that's like the big problem all us designers have been having lately. Back in the day, guys, if you've been watching me for a while, back in the day, I just had to hit a button and it was like, hey everyone. Now it's like a process, guys. All right, let's dry this off just enough so we can put that down. And if you like all the colors I'm using and are not a fan of our banners or a banner in general, the idea of a banner, you can do this on a chalkboard very easily. You can actually pretty much use all the colors that I'm using. First of all, you can use all the colors. I think it would look super nice on one of our white chalkboards or even on 10-inch circle ones. I just popped off over there. It would definitely fit the 10-inch circle ones. I think that would be pretty. All right, so by me painting it the way that I did with those brush strokes, you can see it's not even, which is definitely what I wanted. You know what? Let me take out the big guy. Let me take out the big gun and really dry it instead of drying it just a little. Let's really dry it. So everyone who got one of these guns from me too, I mean, they've all been shipped and you all received them. I mean, I heard from everybody. So I hope you're enjoying them. They're great if you're doing any of that wood burning. Yes. Yep. And when it dries, it'll actually show a little bit more too. funny. All these heat guns that I gave away, no one ever had one, and what I keep hearing is, why haven't I ever gotten one? Well, it's not something, I'll tell you why. Because I needed it for, when I was doing soldering, actually, there was a step I needed it for. So I don't know if I ever would have had one if it wasn't for that. So it's not something that you just buy. But then when you have it and you're a crafter, you're like, why didn't I ever have this before? I still have my sister's dog, and she's looking at me like, who are you talking to? What is that? Jolene, what is it? My dogs are used to it. Hi, Courtney. Thanks for watching. I think it's all right. You can see how hot these get too. Look at how this is already. Thanks, Roxanne. I know, I told you, yep. So it will lighten up a little bit, and then because I didn't go really thick with it, and by spritzing the water, you'll get that uneven base too. I think it's good enough. And I'm going to use a shimmer paste over this. And because I'm using a shimmer paste and it's not on a chalkboard, that's going to come out looking lighter and vintagey as well. Again, what I'm going for. And I'm actually going to rough the edges up a little with a sanding block. I think that'll be okay. I think it will be good. Once I put that gun near the thing of wet wipes, and the whole thing was like melted when I was done. It's like, oh my God. All right, so you know what? I wonder if I should use, make a rough. Oops. I just threw it away. If you guys want to see, I did a mock. I just saw it in the trash. So the Santa face that I did yesterday, did everybody see the Santa, the gold Santa? All right. This has green paint on it now. I want to show, you don't really look at now that it's been in the trash. But let me show you what it looks like black on a white chalkboard if you wanted to do that. This is in the trash, guys. But see how cute that is, black, if you did it on a white chalkboard. Let me get how it looks on the black. So I'm not sure if you got to see this yesterday. So this I actually did, there's a video. So this is actually done on the canvas, okay? So we have it on a black background and then a white background. You can do any color you want. Red is next, on a pillow. You'll see. But I liked that vintage. All right. I think I'm gonna press it. Let me get that warmed up. I used to do this to jackets before you could buy jackets that are all torn up. I used to do it to the baseball hats too. Again, I'm not worried about this pot because it's actually going to be hidden. Okay, that's good. Go ahead and I'm going to press this just to make sure that it's really flat. And I'll do it from behind. So even doing all this is still so much better than dyeing. Unless, guys, if you're looking to make 10 of these in a row, then use the RIT dye. and let me know if you want my special recipe. I've got a secret sauce that I add to the RIT. Okay. All right, so this is it. A little ragged now. I hope you can see it. Clean. Okay. Now, I'm not going to fuzz the back of this only because I want a really good stick on it, okay? You want the secret sauce. Do you use rape dye a lot? And who just uses one container? Never. One container is net. I don't care what you're dyeing. One is just never enough. All right, brand new transfer. Normally we would add a little bit of lint on the back. I am not going to because I want a really, really good stick on it. And I am going to bring it down a little bit so it's not very centered because I'm going to have some greenery. See if that's where I want it. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. Another thing too is if you plan on doing these and you lose the stickiness on your transfer, that's where the spray adhesive comes in. The one that and you can spray it right on the surface, not on the transfer, and you won't ruin the transfer, and that will hold the sticky. This is crooked now. It will give you, there'll be a lot more life in that transfer. You'll be able to use it more and more if you spray the banner. Okay. All right, I'm using all one color. Now that I lightened it up, I wonder if I still want to do this. Yeah, because I really want it. I'm actually going for a muted look anyways. So even if it comes out too light, like you could do this in a brown, you could do it in a pumpkin, like our pumpkin paste color. But I really do want to keep it muted. So I think I'm going to stick with my plan. And this is our harvest, our Shimmer Harvest. And it looks like I'm putting this down thick, I am. So I'm gonna put it on thick, okay? Again, you can use multiple colors, which is very pretty. But for this project, I'm just gonna go with the one color. You wanna be careful not to go off the edges, guys, because it's not a chalkboard. So if there's an oopsie, it's just a little more difficult to clean. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention, everyone who picked a pumpkin in both my groups, all your pumpkins have been mailed out. So you'll be getting your mystery pumpkins. We'll do some with turkey. We'll do a Thanksgiving one too this year. But I love doing the mystery baskets. You guys get great deals when I do those. So I hope you enjoy them. If you're in my pillar stand club, I worked on those embellishments all day yesterday. So those will be going out next week sometime. Those will be fun. All right, so now I'm just going to squeegee up the excess. Like I said, I kept it on a little thicker. One, because it is shimmer, and because I'm putting it on a darker color. Okay. And just peel up. This reminds me of, it reminds me of a jacket. It really, really does. I'm gonna bring it over there so you can see it too. You know what, for those, I'm gonna let this dry just a minute. For those of you who are new, let me show you how I wash these, okay? So how you wash a transfer is you bring it to a sink or you could have a water bath, okay? And then just with water, okay? Just with water. Water and a board eraser is awesome if you have one. A wet wipe. And this is all it is. You just want, now your transfers will stain, especially with our darker paste colors, but don't worry about that. The staining does not hurt your transfer at all. You just want to make sure that your transfer, do you want an extra design? You just want to make sure that you don't leave any paste in your transfer, okay? That's all there is to it. And then I take a wet wipe. Any kind of wet wipe is great. Clorox wipe, Lysol wipe. You don't want to use a baby wipe because it has oil in it. And you know what I think I need to start saying now too? Is, did you all know that Dawn soap has their own wipes now? Dawn has their own wipes now. So that's soap. Now I know there's a technique where you can actually pour soap on a transfer and do, it's a soap technique. Kind of like bubbles. Makes like little bubbles. There's easier way, oh, I mean, it's an easy way to do it. But now that I think of it, Dawn, I don't know if you would be able to use the Dawn wipes because they do have soap in it and you don't want soap stain on the transfers. So this is done. You're just gonna go ahead and let this dry sticky side up. It takes about a half hour. And you're just gonna put it right back on the backer, okay? All right. Super easy, right? All right, let's go ahead and dry this. So this is, it's pretty, right? I think it is. Let me dry it just a little. Do you like the colors? Yeah, I know. This is another great transfer. You can use the word grateful. You can put that down a sleeve if you're making t-shirts. You can do so much. You can make tags, you know, for your tablescape for Thanksgiving. We'll do another tablescape. There's a lot. You can use this pot as a frame. Don't put any of the words in and do like a monogram if you want. There's a lot that you can actually do with this transfer. All right. Let me show you what we're gonna do. I wanna make sure. All right, so because we're gonna add some embellishments and it's a banner, I wanna give it some strength, all right? I want it to be sturdy. So I just went ahead and I have these paint sticks and I just cut them, okay? And I'm just gonna go ahead and glue them on here. So it's gonna just reinforce what I'm gonna do, okay? Now I'm still gonna use the rod. So I'm gonna put it right below it. So that's why I brought this down just a little bit. All right, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Gosh, guys, I feel like every time I do a project now, add a new glue stick. Okay. Pay attention when you're using glue. You don't want any oopsies. And I'm not worried if it wasn't the same size or anything. I'm not adding anything to both sides. And it's not even gonna show. It's just really to strengthen it, okay? Easy peasy, right? All right. Now, let's see what we're gonna do. Take out all the toys. We definitely are gonna add some ribbon. We're gonna add some greens. I'm gonna add a few picks. So look at that, guys. Isn't that art? Now you know why I did the pumpkin, right? Okay. So, and I will list all these item numbers. I went ahead and did a cart link for the Couture products I'm using. I can't add the club transfer to the cart link. If you are interested, you do need to sign up for Club Couture to get this transfer, okay? And I will have the links to all these picks and everything I'm using over in the VIP lounge later today. All right, so this is where I'm going to bring in some color. And I was really thinking about leaving these long. Not sure how long though. So let's play just a little. Playing. I think that's gonna work. Okay. It's over there. Aren't these leaves pretty? Do you like these? Do you like these colors? Okay. I don't know if this is even or not, and it doesn't need to be, but I think I'm gonna tie it right here. And cut off extra. Who would have thought you would make a swag on a banner? All right, let's cut the extras. And I actually have gold leaves like this too, but I don't want it to be too full, and I really did want to add some extra color in here. So I think I'm just gonna stick with this for now. All right, let's okay. Safety first. Thanks, Heidi. Yeah, I do. I have some gold too, but I'm thinking I'm just would bring it too much. It would make it too much, I think. So it's like a little swag on the banner. And now you know why we did the reinforcements, right? All right. Let's do the picks. I still have trouble using this hand with tools. I try. The fact that this is bubbling always makes me nervous, guys, still. For a good reason, right? All right. I'm gonna let that set just a little and then we'll press it down. Where the fact that I do all my work here and I still lose things. Oh, here they are. how does that even happen? How does that happen? All right, and then this might actually come off to the side a little. All right, let's get some ribbon. I want to do bows. Maybe. I wasn't gonna do, now I'm wondering if I should. Hold on one second. Might want to bring more of this orange in. Where is that? All right, that pin just went flying. Yeah, I think that'll be prettier. Jolene, what are you doing? Let's work with this first. See if this is going to be, oh, then I can actually maybe move it into some of the leaves too. All right. All right, we're going to be adding more ribbon too. I think I might just do this one loop. Let me see if I like it. And then maybe add, what else do we have? Let's see. So it's big, but it's not going to be bulky. I don't know if you guys can actually see what I'm doing. All right, let's add a little bit of gold. Definitely want to get some brown. for some rust. This is like it's like a fig color actually. It's not chocolate. It's supposed to be chocolate, but it's like a fig. If, in my opinion, that's what I think. Let's do a little bit of green. Can you hear that? That's Jolene with a bone. And she's up here with me because the other dogs aren't. And she doesn't want anybody taking that bone from her. Do that, and then we'll figure out where we're gonna put the because I think it's gonna, oh, we might be able to put it right in the middle. All right, let's glue this down and see. I thought we would have to put it off to the side, but maybe not. I'm gonna put that thing right in the middle. Let's see. I thought we were gonna put it off to the side. I actually might spray. I'm gonna spray the ribbon down. Hold on. That's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to just do little glue. Put that over there. There's a little bit of gold in here too, right there. Do a little bit on this side. I don't want to hide the turkey, which is why we're doing this. This has been very therapeutic doing this one today. Like I said, this isn't how it was supposed to go. I was really doing it on a chalkboard. And then decided not to. See, you just never know. But all simple things that you can do too. Except we need this guy sticking out. Let's get the rod through it. I don't want to burn myself. Again, this was the larger one. It's the, not the biggest one we have. This is the 12 by 18. My God, can you guys hear Jolene? I've never heard a dog chew on a bone that loud. So you can either tie this in a knot or have a knot at the end. And if you're going to be doing it with a little swag like this, it's really not going to matter because you're not going to see it anyways. You can hear her. I know. Where's her manners? She's hiding from my other dogs too. Alright, so whoop! I think that will be good right there. You don't want it too much. That'll be good. Are you stopping, Jolene? Did you have enough? Oh, you know I was talking about you, huh? Okay, don't ever say you can't add a swag to a banner. Who wants to see it? Thumbs up if you want to see it. We are done. She is enjoying the bone. She's like crazy with it. All right, I gotta look at it first, guys. I actually really do like this. You know what I think I might do? I'm gonna tap a little glue right here just to bring this in a little. We'll do it on the other side too, so we don't have flyaways. Do it on that side. I'll just do a little. This just kind of keeps it from being a flyaway. Okay. And I'm going to cut this just a little bit. If it dries. You know, if you just hold on 5 more seconds, you're all set. But because you don't wait the 5 seconds, now it takes another 20 seconds. Hey, Stacy, how are ya? Right, let me cut this just a little bit. And there is your, there's your swag on a banner. Which side is hanging? Look at that, guys. And I'm telling you, this really would look, it will look beautiful up on a wall. Like, I don't ever really hang banners on my walls, ever. But this is definitely one of those that I would hang. And I'm actually going to show you what it looks like on a larger chalkboard, one of our magnetic chalkboards, okay? So do you like it? All right, if you want to take a picture and post them on your pages, remember you get extra spins on the wheel if you do it. So we'll count to 3 on cheese. Not cheese, just 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I think this would be really cute on a door, y'all. You know what? This would look really cute on a front porch too. The other thing is, if you want to put this outside and you think it might get wet, don't forget you can spray seal it, even though you used paste, okay? You can spray seal this and it will be fine outside. But how cute. So don't say you can't ever put a swag on a banner. And that just pops with that shimmer. Thanks, Debbie. Debbie, you can make it too. All right, so that is my first take on this month's Club Couture. I hope you like it, guys. You know, I can't wait to see your designs. Again, I will list all the ingredients over on the VIP page. I will go through the comments later as well, okay? So if you mentioned anything and I didn't get to respond, I promise I will. If you have any questions at all about this transfer or being in the club, just comment club and I will message you all the information on being a club member. It is an awesome club to be in, not just because you get a great surprise every month, but because of all the steals and deals, incentives that you all get for being in the club. Couture takes care of you. I will take care of you. It's a great deal. And if you're not in the club and you join my club, you actually do get a special gift from me. Don't you? Everybody who's in my club. All right. Love to all. I know I will be up in the studio this weekend. My husband's in a golf tournament, so that means I'll be up in my studio. So if you need anything, please just message me. And again, if you ordered a mystery pumpkin in either one of the groups, either one of my groups, all the pumpkins have been shipped out. So if you haven't gotten it, you will get it. And if you're in the Pillar Stand Club, I worked on those embellishments yesterday and those will be mailed next week. Good. Thank you so much. This actually was really therapeutic doing this today. When I decided to do this isn't what I had in mind. I was actually, like I said, I was doing it on a chalkboard and a smaller banner. So this is what happened. And we paste painted the banner. All right, love to all. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Happy Friday and have an awesome weekend if I don't see you, okay? Or talk to you. Bye, everyone.